So you know what? I have dissociative identity disorder. I do. So, yeah, I wrote a poem about this in 1991 called Keeping Us Two. It's on my Facebook somewhere. You can find it. It's a beautiful poem. And it's because, I think it was like, 15 something like that. I'm bad with math. 1991, whatever. And so it's because I kind of knew. I knew I had another identity aside from me. But, when I just recently realized that I have a 5, 6, and a 7, I'll get back to that. Those are just, I always thought I just had a 12. I have a 5, 6, 7, and a 12. Yeah, so I don't know if you've learned or don't know anything about DID, but it used to be called multiple personality identity disorder, right? Multiple personality disorder. Got me in words. And now they switched it to dissociative identity disorder because it's distinct, and they've developed, more information on this disorder. It affects like 1% of the population, guys. It's apparently not rare, but it's the same up there with schizophrenia. But a lot of people don't know a lot about it. So I'm going to shed some light on it because I've been reading about it and looking at this guy's YouTube channel. I love Dr. Mike, the CTAD Clinic, CTAD, the CTAD Clinic on YouTube. I've watched a bunch, but I've settled on him because he's the most knowledgeable and he says the right shit because he knows what he's talking about. I'm just someone who's lived with it, for my whole life and self-treated because, you get misdiagnosed. You'll get misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, depression, or, I don't know, paranoid schizo type something, right? And you'll, at the same goddamn time have actual dissociative identity disorder or something else it's called OSDD, other specified dissociative disorder. So there's DID and there's OSDD. You know how they used to have like autism with different, layers of diagnoses where they're like, oh, it could be autism. That was with me, with Andrew. But we're going to say other specified perversive development disorder or something. So like that. So look into that, guys. If you think that you might have a different, they might misdiagnose you with BPD, right? Borderline personality disorder. They used to do that to a lot of people. They still do. You might have that too. But they're distinct disorders, right? So if you find out, I think you might be like, hey, sometimes I have a personality switch, and your partner is going, hey, you're different, Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hyde, or Dr. Heckle, Mr. Hyde. Jesus God, my words are mixed up. I might be having a seizure or some shit. I wouldn't put it past my day. So anyway, I was locked up, as you might know, following my blog. I was locked up in the mental ward 2 times. So February and then April. Okay. So when I was locked up in February, I had all my personalities come out at once. Identities, I guess they call it. All my identities come out at one dang on time, which I've worked years to try to not get them to do. I wrote a mood journal about this, actually, which was partially featured on the Dr. Phil show, right? My mood journal was, I just discovered, today, Dr. Phil's gone bankrupt. Must be karma, Dr. Phil. Karma, what you did to me. I didn't write my book about you, but I don't have to. He in trouble. He in trouble for millions. It's a big old scandal with Dr. Phil going on right now. Yeah, but I don't need to be back on there. They burnt me the first time. Twice. 3 times. Yeah. Learn my lesson. Anyway, back to the story. So meanwhile, I was locked up in the nut house, right? And a 5-year-old came up. That's when I'm at 5. I did not know I had a 5. I've been going this whole time, my whole life, thinking I have this under control. I have a 12. I keep her at bay. Now I have a 5, right? Because when my brain was cracked, I'm laying there, in this cold ass fucking room. And by the way, St. Charles Ben Hospital, the PES unit, it sucks. DICK. It's like a prison, guys. I do wait till I get my blog started up on BuyBenBuy. BuyBenBuy.com. Tell you all about this shit. Videos too. So yeah. It's like prison, man. They get you in there with a freaking back in 2010, my mattress was on the floor. This time it was one step up, right? It was like some kind of freaking uncomfortable fuck ass, I don't fucking know, toddler bed. Okay, kids, guys. It was a toddler bed, all right? Thank God I'm tiny. I can fit on the toddler bed. All right, so meanwhile, I'm at the in the nut house, right? And I'm already freaking there because I have this whole PTSD, mental nervous breakdown, because of the whole Mormon scandal thing. Well, a local Mormon scandal, not a national one, just a local thing, you know. People talk. All right, so meanwhile, I'm like, they're crazy. And all of a sudden, all my personalities and identities, whatever fuck ever, start coming out. I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember, like, the social worker came in, and out of the words out of my mouth, because I must have switched, and I had fucking no control over any of this shit. They were all switching in and out, switching in and out. The words came out of my mouth. Can I color? Do you have crayons? I want to color. I was like, what the fuck? 5? Get the fuck out of here. No. And so, yes. So if you see hashtag like Minnie's DID journey or Minnie's book, because I'm currently writing several, but the one that I'm going to do part 2, it's part 2. It's called The Closures. The closures. So basically, we're gonna fucking have closure. I don't fucking know. I discovered I have a collector identity and I have a recorder. So it's basically called The Closures. Definitely gonna be talking about. I have moods and identities which are separate and distinct. You kind of gotta follow them, which are fucking figure that shit out. But yeah, interesting though. I do have friends that are intrigued about this. You know, I have friends that have friends who have DID and they want to know how to support their friends with DID. You know, there's not a lot of information. You know, people are ashamed or they just want to come out to their girlfriend, be like, hey, I have a personality here. You know, that's what drives suicide and depression. Just period. Dot. It drives it because you're in isolation. You're afraid to tell your girlfriend that you've got another alternate identity. She might think that's fucking cool as shit. Like, freaking come out. Like, just come out of the goddamn closet. That's a thing. You keeping it to yourself? No. So, I am spreading awareness. Yep, I have DID. I have a 5, 6, and 7 because 5 holds memories of shit that happened to us before the age of 5. 6 holds memories of shit that happened to us at 6, and 7, well, 7 is fucked. And 12 holds all that shit. And gives us, you know, bad husbands to choose. So that's the thing. It's a journey. Yeah. And so I'll have a blog about that. How I manage that, guys. How do you fix that shit? Like, how? I mean, it's all over fucking YouTube and everywhere, and Instagram and TikTok. DID. Like, how are they fixing it? How are they, like, managing their lives? Or do they have normal lives, or are they, like, just, like, you know, crazy people? And sometimes people are like, well, isn't that schizophrenia? Isn't that BPD? Or just bipolar, like, times 12? Or PSD times, like, 50? And they want to know, like, the curiosity. Like, don't you want to know? Like, isn't it, like, an interesting thing? Yeah, it is. Anyway, so that's what my next part 2 mood journal book's going to be about. That's separate and apart from my Leaving Eugene memoir. And of course, I'll always be talking to y'all. Y'all know, I'm the girl who talks too much. Motor mouth, that's me. Anyway, this is Minnie at almost 3. And until next time, guys. See you soon.